Hello, Melanie. I thought in an effort to give something meaningful for you to take back from today's meeting, I've keyed in on and created a mock app to help you visualize how this would work for one of your clients. I believe I recall you saying that you were doing some work for Stephen, so I've taken the liberty of utilizing him as an example. And I hope that you'll find that this is informative. What I want to do here is to simply walk you through the buttons and explain to you that their various function. This first page here is a suggested main icon to maintain Stephen's branding. Realtor wants to be out there front and center with his face and familiarity among his audience. I wanted to bring your attention first of all to the three buttons directly below his tie. The Call Us button simply is a one-touch button where the client can call him directly. The directions embrace GPS technology, so if they're not familiar where the office is, they just hit that and it tells them. The Tell a Friend button is the one I wanted to spend a little bit of time on because that opens up and gives the person that already has downloaded the app the ability to share and recommend utilizing these various features. They can send it via email, Facebook, share it on Twitter, and also how I like to utilize it is via text. All powerful ways to virally spread the word of how good Stephen is as a realtor. Here you can see these are all the various options. Now bringing this to the more about us button, this is where we've incorporated the listing information, the further commentary of Stephen's regarding the 10-year fixed mortgage, some information about the Shuswap, FAQs, and some general information. So as you can see, the content has been incorporated here, so it's an easy read for the client. Now the featured listings, what I've suggested here is that in addition to all the listings that Stephen has, is you can always feature one or two or three or more listings here. So listings of the week, something like that, whereby you can simply showcase particular properties on which there's maybe a sudden urgency to move. Here is a gallery where various pictures can be posted of houses for sale, but I would suggest that this is a great place to show Stephen handing over the keys to new home buyers, or shaking hands with people that are happily selling their property and moving on. Great way to picture and visualize testimonials in that regard. The website, here's Stephen's website, which is looking real good. However, I do have a comment. I notice that this has not yet been mobilized. It is important that a website is mobilized, which means that it can be easily viewable on any type of mobile device. In this particular case, what a client has to do is to pinch and squeeze to expand the page so they can see it. So it is important that the website is mobilized. I can include that within my services. Here is the More button. Now here what we have is the other components that I would suggest are pertinent to the profession of a realtor. This allows, first and foremost, to put the entire social network in the palm of the operator's hands. So whether Stephen chooses to manage the content himself or he has somebody do it on his behalf, this can be done right from the smartphone. So I'm going to walk you through these various components and just say a few words about them. The social media, when you hit that button, it opens up to the Facebook, there's Twitter, there's LinkedIn, and if it chooses a YouTube page. There we go. Now the Around Us button simply allows you to feature restaurants, local hotels, shopping around the office area, and it's great for those out-of-towners that are coming for a viewing trip. Here's a loan calculator so people can utilize their phone to figure out the amount of mortgage that they are going to need and come up with the payments. Excellent little tool. Here is where a potential client can send you a photograph directly to your smartphone of their home. This will give you an opportunity to assess the property before you get back to them. Great interactive feature. Here's where Stephen can post open houses. This is where what you would do here if you had an open house on a specific property coming up, for example, on the 20th of July. You would post the information in here in the events and then send a push message advising your clients that this is in effect taking place. We'll discuss push messages a little later. Here is another interactive component where you can encourage your clients to sign up for your newsletter. Stephen has the choice of issuing monthly newsletters to include recent sales, recent activity. Again, the intent of an app is to utilize these interactive features to connect, communicate, and nurture those key client and colleague relationships. This is just one of those tools. Now here is where an individual can send in an audio, a voice recording, and give a testimonial. Neat way to build loyalty and to get some first-hand feedback from clients that are pleased with the service Stephen has provided. This is the testimonial page here. Now this is a coupon. This is another little interactive feature. For example, what I've suggested here is that if you have a repeat buyer or seller, Stephen may wish to provide them with a gift certificate for a dinner for two somewhere at one of our local restaurants. It's a nice little loyalty idea and enables Stephen to better connect and nurture those relationships. Now what I'm moving on to now, this is the content management system that is included in the app. This is very important because most high street developers will retain ownership of a content management system, meaning you have to go back to them each time you want a change made or an update made. And this can prove costly over time. With my apps, I include the content management system. This has a number of features. Here is the most powerful one, and this is the push message. This allows you to create a short, brief message and hit the send or push button, and it goes directly to the smartphones of all those clients and colleagues that have downloaded your app. They get a ring notification and they immediately look to see what's happening. So for example, if you had an event where you had an open house and it had been reduced by $15,000, you would put that in your events section as previously shown, and then to alert everybody to check that is you would send them a push message using this component. Very powerful. It's in real time. You create it, you send it, they receive it. No other advertising medium connects you as instantly as this. If you want to track how your apps are going with the downloads, here's the analytics. This is part and parcel of the content management system. You can check how many visitors, who's downloaded the app to Apple, who's downloaded it to Android, so on and so forth. Great management feature. Support Center. No doubt there's going to be lots of questions that come up initially with the app. Now you have a choice. You can either A, phone me, B, you can phone the support team, or C, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can go through this page here and just about every single question that you could dream of is responded to in this section here. So you're not left alone. You have the tools to properly manage your app. And here is something that helps you kick off the marketing. This can be downloaded, and this can be utilized in your hard copy advertising materials, and it simply provides QR codes for your app. So there you have it. I'm going to leave this with you now. I'm going to let you digest this. Show it to Stephen by all means, and then I'd be happy to get together with the both of you for a further discussion and to answer any questions you may have. I'll leave it at that. I hope you find this time well spent, Melanie. I think you will, and I'm sure that Steve will be interested in taking a look at this.